and welcome to this edition of the Farmer Legacy Show. And today, a brand new map, brand new location, the rolling farmlands of Michigan. And I've already kind of jumped the gun a little bit. It caught my eye when I saw it in the Mod Hub today. I went ahead and looked at it, and I'm going to tell you, I like what I see on this map, the feel I get on this map. They have really done a good job with it. And you're about to see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, that building that you see right on that picture there, it, it's not on the starting farm, and neither is those silos, but they can be put on there real easy. Anyway, in fact, that's not really the starting farm at all in that picture. That's another farm. Anyway, I'm going to show you the starting farm and everything right away. With no further ado, let's head into the farmlands of Michigan, the rolling farmlands of Michigan. And here we are. No, I don't want to sleep. And this is the sign that's out front here. I think it's for decoration. Welcome to Hickory Brook Farm. Have a pickup truck here that's an in-game international series 200, yeah. Anyway, okay, they don't have a license tag. That's a Riverbend Springs license. Anyway, but also over here is the first shed. Got this International CV Series in-game truck. What you start with. This is not the in-game silos that look like this. This is actually, if you go into, excuse me. If you go into silos, see there's the in-game. That's not them. It is a modded all the way down here at the end. It's a modded set of silos, but they're not multi-fruit. I think they're modded in the sense they hold, 200,000, I don't know. Anyway, but that's, they are modded, but I'm probably going to take them up and put some other ones down. Anyway, and this, of course, is the barn that you start out with on Riverbend Springs. Everybody's familiar with that by now. There's some equipment in here, a baler, a tedder, and the grass cutters, bale shredder, which I'm probably going to sell that. Anyway, and another tractor in here somewhere. Yeah. Fence 700 in here, and I think it's a T8 or T7. Yeah, New Holland Ford. But and in this building over here is the rest of your stuff. Implement wise that you start with. There's a combine. I'll show you that in just a minute. That's a planter. That's a sprayer. There's a seeder right there. You do have a shed over here, which I like this. This is kind of cool. It's a pallet and bale storage. I know it's pallet storage anyway. So I'm assuming it's both. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. But you can also use it, store stuff. That's what they had in there. You got a livestock trailer. I'll show you why in just a minute. Tipper trailer. Manure trailer. Another pull-behind tipper trailer. A grain cart. And a bale wagon. Here's the manure pit for this cow pen, which is a nice cow pen, but the one thing I don't like about it, these gates don't open. You can't cannot get in there to cut. But you see it holds 301 head of cow. They got 25 in there right now. Goes all the way up around past that other building up yonder. I'm going to reconfigure this a little bit different. I'm going to try to save the cows, but I'm going to reconfigure this pen a little different. Open up this farmyard a little better. Anyway, there's a windrower right there. I'm going to come down here and get in this truck and take you to the field where I got the combine. It was not in the field, but I took it over there and started. And so here we go. For now, I'm going to use what this is. Let me stop right here. Look how tall this corn is. I know the traffic's beating, but look how tall that stuff and green it is. And by the way, there's the newest member of this game, the wild boar. You see that wild boar just ran up in that corn? If you have, if you have that latest DLC that came out, they were on it. Hopefully we'll see some more of them around here. Not only deer and wild boar now, and they're in Michigan too. You see that cow running yonder? This field of soybeans I own. That field of corn ahead of me I own. And there's a field of grass down here to the left. This grass here my field is mine. But the big field is back here, where you see that combine sitting over yonder. This is field of wheat. I'm gonna pull kind of right here. I don't want to get in the way. Yeah. Now this field of grass I don't own. Katie owns that, but I own the other one over here, back over there. Anyway, but we're gonna get on the combine now. Probably run into some boars up here somewhere. And they will eat up your crops. But I'm liking this map. I'm liking the way it feels. I'm liking everything about it. This is the combine you start with. It's that Massey Ferguson Beta 7360 that holds 86,000. And away we go. A nice screen there, computer screen. There's the corn going in the hopper back there. I mean, the grain rather, the wheat. There I am in the seat. This field right here that I'm working on is the field. This area is 12.2 acres, but it's actually 10, almost 11 acres. So it's mostly field. This is a good sized combine to start out with on this map. I'm looking for them wild boar. They'll come. They was in that corn over yonder, so they ain't. They'll usually. It's usually about 6 or 7 of them in a pack. That's what I've seen since since, since I've turned that on here. I got that DLC. I have precision farming on this map just to see what kind of soil is here. Let's see if we can see the hogs somewhere. They were in this cornfield. Is that them there? No. They're close, I'll guarantee you. Maybe in this field here. Somewhere, but I don't. Anyway. Oh, that's a trailer. Go down here and start and work my way back toward the farm now. Even though it's 95%. I'm gonna get it full before I. This is a good combine right here. There it is, it's full. Fill up that first, this thing's got 3 hoppers here. We're gonna fill up that first one first. Yep. And I got to put a silo down, so I got to sell some stuff to where I can dump this wheat in it, because I don't think this has got a, by the way, a special growth, so you can plant barley both in the spring and fall. Let's see. Can you do oats that way? No, but I bet you can do wheat that way. No, yep. Planting in March and then again in September. So I'm gonna probably maybe put in. Let's see what sells here. Barley's getting 379. What does wheat get? 408. So I may. And see, here's the thing. I can put a dryer down and dry it and get. Let's see. 545 for dry barley, and for dry wheat 581. What was dry barley? 545. So wheat, but soybean is what get, yeah, see they're 23.85. How much is regular soybean? Because I got a field of them too. 12th in August or July 1237. But let's see again the dried stuff. Barley is highest prices in January at 545. Canola's 992. Woo. Corn 665. Dried oats 865. Dried sorghum 714. Soybean 23.85 in July. So yeah, dried sunflower seed is 1,000 something in March. I know. And away we go. Yeah, let me get to the corner here and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to probably go sell some stuff and rearrange, put a new, different style. Yeah, we'll see. Yep. Turn this thing around and head back down, up the hill, however you want to say it. Yep. I think I'm going to enjoy farming on this map. I'm already loving it. Just might, I'm saying just might, say bye-bye to Iowa Plains. I don't know yet. All right. Weeds are growing, but I got to buy the soil, what you call it, for this field and for all of them. But I'm gonna harvest them before I do. Anyway, but I'll show you what it does look like. You can see the breakdown there. It's mostly silty clay, but look at the expected yield potential, 101. That's pretty impressive for 10, almost 11 acres. There's not that means it's about an acre around the edges on either side that's not in the field. And it's yeah, it's um yeah, it's a pretty good sized field. But that's going to do it for this episode. We didn't see any more wild boars, but maybe on the next episode we'll spot some. But until then, this is Farmer Legacy saying, see ya.